الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. In the name of Allah, we are going to start our lesson today. Reading. Before reading, do you think animals ever form partnerships to help one another? In this lesson, we are going to discuss the idea of partners. You know that a partner is someone who can help you, okay? Or you need him for any help. Also, this idea exists between animals. Animal partners are animals who can help each other. In this lesson, we are going to know some examples about this idea between animals, which is animal partners. We are going to listen to the text, then we are going to discuss this idea with each other. Okay? Let's start. Listen. While you are reading, you can also listen to get the idea of this lesson.
Animal partners. For animals in the wild, each day is a struggle to survive. They must continually search for food while at the same time keeping themselves safe from predators. Some animals have learned that teaming up with another animal makes the struggle to find food, shelter, and safety a bit easier. This kind of special relationship in which animals depend upon and benefit from one another is called symbiosis. One of the most visually surprising examples of symbiosis occurs between the fearsome African crocodile and the small plover bird. When a plover is nearby, a crocodile will open its long, sharp-toothed jaws to invite it inside. You might assume that the plover would quickly reject this invitation and fly off. Yet surprisingly, the plover does hop inside. Perhaps even more amazingly, the crocodile, normally known for its aggression, does not snap its mouth shut and have the plover for a snack. Instead, it remains still, not closing its mouth until the plover leaves. How can this strange behavior be explained? The answer is symbiosis. The plover picks out all the small pieces of meat stuck between the crocodile's teeth. In doing so, it cleans the crocodile's teeth, which prevents it from getting infections. Because the crocodile cannot clean its own teeth, it depends on the plover to perform this service. In return, the crocodile provides an easy meal for the plover. In some cases of symbiosis, like the crocodile and the plover, each animal in the pair benefits from their relationship in a different way. However, in other cases, the animals share a common goal. This is true of the honey-guide bird and the Raitl, a furry creature with short legs and long claws. Both these animals live on grasslands in Africa and have an appetite for honey. As its name suggests, the honey-guide has a special ability for locating beehives. However, this small bird cannot open a beehive to get at the honey. To accomplish this, it teams up with the Raitl. Raitls are a perfect match for the honey-guide, as they love honey, are large enough to crack open a hive, but have no ability to find hives themselves. The honey-guide flies over grasslands looking for a hive. When it does spot a hive, it swoops down and makes a noise to alert the Raitl. The Raitl uses its claws to tear open the hive. After eating its fill, the Raitl invites the honey-guide to finish the leftovers. Another two animals that team up to compensate for their own weaknesses are the zebra and the ostrich. These two animals often travel together. This is no surprise, since they are a perfect match. While the giant flightless ostrich has poor senses of both smell and hearing, the zebra has acute senses of smell and hearing. On the other hand, the zebra has terrible eyesight, while the ostrich has excellent eyesight. enhanced by its long neck, which enables the ostrich to see far into the distance. In this way, each makes up for the other's deficiencies. As a result, the animals are far safer together than they would be apart. Ostriches can see predators, such as lions, far in the distance, while zebras can smell or hear others as they approach. Birds and land animals aren't the only ones that work in symbiotic pairs. Some sea animals, like the clownfish and the sea anemone, do as well. Sea anemones, which look like plants, are actually dangerous animals with poisonous tentacles. Most fish stay away from anemones to avoid being stung. However, the clownfish makes its home among sea anemones. It does not get stung because its body is protected by a special coating. Living among the deadly tentacles of an anemone has a clear advantage. Most predators stay away. Another benefit for the clownfish is that it is able to eat the anemone's leftover bits of food. But what is the advantage to the anemone? There are several. First, the brightly colored clownfish attracts predators. When the clownfish swims under the anemone's tentacles to safety, if the predator follows, the anemone has the chance to sting and eat it. Other services the clownfish performs are cleaning up food scraps and dead anemone tentacles and chasing away fish that might eat the anemone. While many symbiotic pairs may first look like odd partners, the benefits they provide one another are invaluable and may make the difference between life and death. In fact, it is often these animals' very differences that make them perfect partners.
Okay, after reading and listening to the text, we can summarize this text into 4 examples. The first example of animal partners is about the African crocodile and the plover, which is a small animal or a small bird which cleans the teeth of the crocodile and have an easy meal. The second example is about the honey-guide bird and the rattle. The honey-guide bird is a small bird which can find the hive or the bee's hive, which contains honey. After it finds it, the rattle can open it with its claws. Both can eat honey. The third example is about the zebra and the ostrich. The zebra has a very bad eyesight, while the ostrich has an excellent eyesight. So, the ostrich can see predators from far away and warn the zebra, while the zebra has a very strong hearing, okay, and smell sense, so it can feel the predators while they are approaching. The last example is about the clownfish and the anemone. The clownfish is a small fish that can live between the anemone, have a protection of it, have some food from the dead anemones and the food that is left after the anemones eat. Okay. Also, it can attract some fish for the anemones to hunt. Okay. All these relationships are animal partners or partnership. The both members of this relationship have good benefits, okay, according to the cooperation between them. Okay, now we are going to answer these questions. Okay, the first one: explain the meaning of symbiosis. I think Symbiosis is a relationship in which two animals depend upon and benefit from one another. It's a relationship between animals or two animals which can help each other. Question number 2. In what way do the African crocodile and the plover have a symbiotic relationship? The plover cleans the crocodile's teeth, which prevents infection and provides a meal for the plover. Number 3. Give an example of a case of symbiosis in which each animal has the same goal. It's very obvious in the example of the honey guide bird and the rattle. Both of them are searching for the honey. Okay, so the honey guide bird and the rattle help each other get honey. Okay. Number 4. Name two animals that make up for each other's deficiencies. How do they do this? Okay, it's very obvious in the example of the zebra and the ostrich, because the zebra has bad eyesight, but good senses of smell and hearing. On the other hand, the ostrich has poor senses of smell and hearing, but good eyesight, so they can make up for each other deficiencies. The last question here. What benefits do the clownfish and anemone offer each other? The anemone can provide a safe home for the clownfish and leftover food. The clownfish attracts prey to the anemone, cleans up food scraps and dead tentacles, and chases away fish that eat the anemone. Okay, at last we can find these examples of animals which have animal partners which can help each other in a very good relationship. That's the end of our lesson today. Thank you and good